Hey guys, it's KOKOStern. It is very late today, 5:24 a.m. here as Na'Vi take game 3 against Tongfu and beat them and move on to the winners finals, the winners bracket finals, alongside Alliance that won earlier today. So before I get to that, let's talk about what happened last night. The first, pretty much only upset of the tournament so far. Liquid beat LGDCN in the losers bracket, sending them home. I think it was before it was top 8 or before even top 8. LGDCN, one of the strongest Chinese teams. We were talking about one of my personal favorites to go, if not all the way, at least up to the top 4 or to the finals. They got demolished. They got destroyed. Well, not destroyed. They got a very, very strong fight. I actually watched parts of that game, and Liquid Bulba ended up landing pretty much every hook that he threw, and they won. And LGD are out, which is kind of like, whoa, in the most stupid way that you could say. It's kind of like, whoa, you know? It was a bit of a shock to me to wake up and find that out, but that's just what happened. And, well, Liquid are pretty damn good. I'm not a USA patriotic fanboy because I'm not from the USA and I don't love that thing. But wow, LGDCN, I'm kind of sad that they got out so early. They're very, very disappointed themselves, as they've shown in Twitter and Facebook and whatever. And, wow. Pretty much wow. And with that said, we had DK versus Alliance opening the day, and whoa. First of all, the first game was, I can't even remember because it was such a long time ago. It was 7 hours ago. But the first game was amazing. And the second game was long. And Alliance lost the first game they lost. They don't have a perfect record. Which is, damn, dude. They don't have a perfect record. And they lost. And we had pretty much Burning fighting off versus Loda. It was games of Burning versus Loda. In the second game, it was DK playing the DK Chinese old school 4 Protect 1 with an Andy Mage, and they played it and they won. They defeated Alliance. Alliance had a couple of weird plays, uncharacteristically not exquisite skill, and they lost, which was pretty... Wow, Alliance can lose a game, apparently, so they're not completely unbelievable, but pretty unbelievable still. And then they beat DK in the follow-up match, which was pretty shorter than the other matches. And now we had Na'Vi versus Tongfu, and boy, was that series amazing, because Na'Vi picked Pudge, and they kicked them serious ass, and then they didn't pick Pudge, and then Tongfu kind of got them, and then they did pick Pudge, and then they had a really iffy game. The last game was actually really interesting in the way that Na'Vi felt kind of desperate because Pudge snowballs like crazy, but if you don't have an amazing start, and if you don't have any kind of something to set up the Pudge to make sure that he will get those hooks no matter what, such as a Bane or a Mirana, then you're in a little bit of a problem, and they didn't do that well. And it was kinda like Pudge kept trying to do fountain hooks. It was exactly that. It was fountain hook with Chen. Kept trying to do that, and they didn't succeed in doing it. No, and then one that did work, and no, and then one that did work, and then they kind of got the Gyrocopter, which was probably the most important, the biggest damage dealer, and was the carry on the side of Tongfu. They got him, and then they go in with Woes on the Alchemist, and they beat the team fight, and then they go in, and they won. And they just finished. They just won. The game just ended. It was kind of scary, and it shows a couple of dents in Na'Vi. I mean, Alliance lost because DK are really good, and they played kind of uncharacteristically, but then they bounced back, and I'm not afraid for them in any way. Na'Vi, I'm afraid for Na'Vi. And coming up against Na'Vi versus Alliance, I don't know how Na'Vi are going to do, because they played their Pudge. They played their favorite, the biggest. Whoa, it's Pudge. Everybody loves Pudge, and it's fun to watch. But they didn't do well without him. they lost without him. And I don't know if they can actually be as strong without their, you know, their heroes. And if you do ban out the Pudge, which Alliance can totally do, they could just ban out the Pudge, respect to Dendy. And if they ban him out, I don't know if Navi can do it. I know. But I am incredibly happy that Navi versus Alliance will come up tomorrow. That should be... Is it tomorrow? Is it even tomorrow? It should be tomorrow. Yeah, it should be tomorrow on Saturday. Tomorrow is Saturday. So it should be tomorrow, so tomorrow should be incredible. And with that said, we have later on, it's 5:30 a.m. I'm going to sleep, but the losers matches. Orange versus Fnatic. I'm going to give it to Fnatic, though Orange are very strong. I'm still going to give it to Fnatic. And Liquid versus IG, I'm totally going to give it to IG because I don't think Liquid can actually do it again. But who knows, USA, those are definitely matches that you can't really call it anymore. It's an equal amount of I mean, both teams have chances in those. So it'll be interesting for me to come out, to wake up tomorrow and at noon and find out who actually took it. So the losers bracket, it's going to be interesting. I'm not going to stay awake for another 3 hours or 4 hours because, no. But, awesome. I said buts a lot and ends a lot lately. Yes, connecting words to sentences. So, I'm tired. It's hard to do this. It's so fucking late. And I'm tired. So don't expect me to be as eloquent as I'm supposed to be. Yes, thank you for watching. See you guys tomorrow. See what happens. Navi versus Alliance, the most interesting matchup so far. And I'm expecting it tomorrow and then at the finals as well. But we'll see. I'm going to sleep. God, I'm going to sleep.